Guys, we're in Wrexham today. You're joining me with Olly from UBI, our refurbishment and HMO partners. And we're coming to see my PA, Olly, who's bought a house. And she's got a pretty good deal actually, and I think she wants some advice on how to turn it into a HMO, meet all the regs, get it rented, get all the money back out on a remortgage and buy another one. So she's with the right people. We're going to pop in and congratulate her on a new house and see everything there is to know about HMO and refurbishments. Let's get it. Get through the window. Get through the window, grafted. Hello? Oh, it stinks.
I knew you'd complain about the smell. I knew you would.
I told you to buy the shittest house on the best road, and you have actually done that, haven't you?
Yeah, literally. It smells like shit as well.
Oh my God. I can't, he said you're doing the refurb with your own hands.
I'm trying.
Getting crafted.
Getting grafted.
But, yeah.
Nice. This all you?
Yeah. I'm waiting for someone else to do the skip run because I'm not putting it in my car.
No, don't put it in your car. Just put the skip there. So tell us about the property.
So, this was a repossession.
Yeah.
It was an ex-hoarder, that's why it stinks. And, yeah, it's been empty for like months. He'd left animals in here though, so that's why it smells
okay.
as well. But everything else is just... And he did a lot of DIY, like the electrics.
Okay. Oh, by himself and stuff. Yeah.
So a lot of it is kind of just, at the moment, identifying what is okay and what isn't.
Yeah.
Most of it is-
That's why I brought Olly here.
Thank you, Olly.
Our UBI partners going to tell you what's what. It's going to, by the time we leave, this will be done.
Ideal.
Yeah.
Great.
HMO, 4 beds,
All money in.
Sorted.
all money out. 150 a room probably a week. Yeah. So nice. How much was it? How much do you think it's worth?
So this was 88.
Yeah.
That one opposite there is
Let's have a look.
due an offer as well.
Yeah.
Not as bad as this.
Yeah.
That was 110.
So guys, you can see what we're doing. We're sourcing properties below what other people are getting them for. So somebody who's going to buy that probably thinks they got a bargain, which they will have, but you've got an even better bargain. That's where we like to be. So you've got the best price you could have. Obviously sourced really well.
Yeah.
You could probably put it in auction and get 110 without doing anything. But you're going to do it up. You want to keep it. You want passive income, I'm guessing. At some point, you're going to like change a mortgage product, get it rented on Airbnb or HMO, get passive income, and then maybe get another one. Or is that it? Is that it for you?
No, I do want another one.
On our team, you got to have minimum what? What do you say? Minimum 10. Minimum 10. You're on the right tracks. You already looked for the other one. You told me, didn't you? So, yeah, guys. So this is the trick: buy well below market value, even buy below the value it's worth now. So, like as you said, 110 for one that needs refurb, and this is like 80. What is it? 85. 88. And no buying fees. Was it direct from?
Yeah.
Direct repossession, no buying fees, no auction fees. So you already quids in. You could fuck this up and still make money. So you won't, but that's why we've got Olly here. So yeah, let's go around. Let's and kind of tell us what we need to look out for if we're doing multi-lets. Because what is the actual plan? Is it kind of like in the future to get maximum income?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So we need kind of like fire safety. Layout and stuff like that. So Olly does some work.
Oh, my name is.
Nice one.
My neighbours gave me these lovely.
The nicest thing in this house. Yeah, no.
So we want kind of one room there, one bedroom there.
That's it. This is kind of communal because that kitchen's going to be too small, I think, to count as communal.
What do you reckon?
I don't think you'll be able to get seats or anything in it.
So guys, all the regulations for HMOs is actually should be on the council websites. Don't know about here, but it should be. So if you look on there, you'll see the amenity standards, like we have in Salford, where UBI operate mostly. So you'll have like the minimum kitchen sizes, minimum room sizes, how big the kitchen needs to be if there's 4 people. So you'll have to get that document off the website. But having a look at that, I'm not sure it's too small. I think it's all right.
Okay.
But I don't think you can make a room here. What do you reckon?
Just a sole space. Depends on what the
Yeah.
council says.
Yeah.
Because there's minimum standards based on government, but then each council has their own kind of requirements as well. They can't go below the minimum standards, but they can
go above
exceed
it.
as well.
They can
Like
go
some
above it.
council, for example, they say they want more communal space than
Then it's.
other councils with certain size rooms.
What do you feel about that for Salford? Do you think that it's a hindrance, or do you think we get it back in the rent, or?
I mean, Salford's a very good rental market. It's very good properties value up
Yeah.
in there, but it's obviously creates an issue in terms of sourcing properties.
Now, I think all the good ones,
Yeah,
most of the good ones are
already
gone, haven't they?
converted,
Yeah, yeah. We made our money in Salford, but I mean, I'm looking at other areas because of what you're saying about the standards. You can't do certain things. You could probably do more here, I reckon, in Salford easily. I mean, I've not met a council where you could do less in
Salford's
Salford.
one of the most strictest councils when it comes to
Yeah.
sizes and
Yeah.
so
So if you can operate in Salford, you can operate anywhere then,
pretty much.
basically. So, fucking no lights here.
I know.
There's no pendant.
Excuse
Oh, no.
me. Look at these.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
keeping these. They're lovely.
Those is not even going to wash them up and leave them.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
think
like-
it's vibes. I like the hanging out as well. The one. Just.
Oh, so you're not putting one there?
That's enough, isn't it?
Are you?
It's just the extra adrenaline of lack of safety, right?
Exactly.
What would you advise for the fire alarms? Would you say interlink them now, get them on the ceilings now for the future?
Future-proof it.
So like one in each room.
Run out on the short term, let's might as well future-proof. It's not going to be too much to put an interlink system in. So.
What's that? One in each room, one in
One
the.
in each room, one in each high-risk room. So I'd put them everywhere. I'd even put them in the closets as well.
Just a
future-proofing it.
future, because you never know when regulations change, and then
100%.
in 5 years they might say, oh, you actually need one there, and you have to mess about. So what would you say? What would you actually? This is a good question. This debate: radio interlinked or wired interlinked?
You can use radio interlinked. It's cheaper to do radio interlinked because you can wire them into the existing light circuit, so you don't have to put them in.
And then what? They connect wirelessly.
Yeah.
What do you do that?
Yeah.
Do that then. Then you don't have to. You know, are you rewiring? Are you rewiring now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. If you are rewiring, have you put fire alarms in the quotes? Like for every room, get him to do that. It shouldn't be that
Have a
much.
look, but it'll be because obviously you're adding a cable to each fire alarm as well, so then you have an extra circuit going to each one
Okay.
to make it interlinked. So radio is probably the cheapest option.
Okay.
Defo do that though, because you can't do it afterwards. I think.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I did rip off, you'd be proud of this, the horrible wood panelling.
Oh, did you?
Put it on Facebook for free. Someone came and got it off. So,
Saving.
No skip there.
That's all right.
I'll send all the strip out stuff from our houses.
Honestly, I've got pick and mix.
Brand new bathroom, this.
Yeah, it's lovely. My dad did. So yeah, this is awful.
Oh, it's a new bathroom then.
Yeah. So I've just been to Travis Perkins to be fair, and it was like, I don't even know.
Get a few quotes though, because
Yeah.
Selco's pretty good as well for kitchens and bathrooms.
Yeah, but they don't deliver here, do they? I'd have to get.
Yeah, there's only a few, isn't there?
Yeah.
Or Howdens, would you say?
For what?
Kitchen and bathroom.
Depends what you need to get. eBay, it's a good one.
Is it? Okay.
Got the Brindley Street.
Yeah.
Got it off Amazon.
Oh no way.
The builder ordered it. Did you order it or the builder? I can't remember.
I don't know. There was something about shower.
Yeah, he ordered it. It was actually all right.
Amazon, eBay,
Yeah.
That's
B&Q.
Yeah, this is like that's just void behind it, so I need to take that down.
This is not the easiest job, is it?
I know.
It's good because it's long term. You said you check the demand and stuff. You put the
Yeah,
ads on,
but
but
if
you
not-
know, like if there wasn't,
Yeah.
it'd be a bit of a nightmare. Probably. Oh, he's about to tell you some bad news now.
No,
When he
there
gets the
was-
torch out.
Sell the house.
Get rid of it. No, there was a leak, I think, next door. Just like this,
This is how you bought it.
yeah, with 3 fire doors as well.
Ah, decent,
I need like that.
decent. So put the fire doors in.
Yeah, I know, because they're there.
Put the fire doors in. Yeah, and then get the rest that are missing because then it's fireproof. It's
Yeah,
future-proof.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not after those.
This is a really, really good project for your first one. Can't get any more than fire damage, stinking of animals, full refurb.
Give me 2 seconds, guys. I just need to check something.
Yeah, no worries. That's a good question, right? The fire doors, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you changing the frames? Because you might have fire frames. What are fire frames? Like, what is... I don't think there's such thing as fire frames, but you're going to educate me. Is there? He's nodding.
Fire-rated door frames.
Yeah, but it's just hardwood. It's just hardwood, isn't it?
Basically,
It's just hardwood.
Bright statement of 30 minutes protection, essentially. But yeah, fire-rated door frames, FD30 doors.
Which those are.
Smoke seals.
So can we put these doors on here without changing the changing the frames if they fit?
Depends. You need to get a square out or a triangle.
Yeah, and make sure there's no gaps, right?
But no, this frame not. No, because you can see the slant. It's not a straight frame. So a lot of these frames would have been fucked over time. What happens is that with a lot of these houses, they wouldn't have put a lintel on top of these internal doors because this is brickwork over time. So they put the door frame in, and the brickwork would just be on top of the frame.
Yeah.
And obviously over time, the brickwork starts to sag. So you can see this door frame is a little bit wonky this way.
So it's out of square, basically.
Yeah, it's off square.
Okay,
so then when you start putting out the door and it's not straight, you start compromising basically the fire capabilities and fire protection of that door.
So I think the advice would be to change the frames.
Yeah,
you might as well. They're damaged. Yeah, they're damaged anyway.
Thing
So
is you have to replaster around the door frames, but you're going to replaster the whole house anyway.
well, a little bit. Yeah. And the fire, they're not expensive actually from Howden's.
No.
What are they? 35, 70 quid, something like that.
35,
35. What are they like?
Yeah, they're like 50, 60.
50, there you are, in between. Yeah.
Depends who's getting you the rates. So.
Yeah, but you get the best rates anyway. You just turn up and I've first property, right? It's all me by myself.
I've got 3p. So this, I didn't for ages didn't know what it was, because I thought it was like that, and it's the first time ever a before and after looked worse on the after. So this is after I've taken that layer off, and I should have just kept it on. So this is that anaglypto stuff.
Oh yeah. So
impossible to get off.
what would you do there?
Again, if you're skimming, just
Skimming.
take as much as you can off, and then just skim on top. That's your best bet.
Are you skimming? Because you've done plastering now, haven't you?
I've done a bit, but I don't know if I'll be able to do the whole thing. I'm gonna give some of it a go. Oh yeah, and it's asbestos as well, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
You might just what are you going to do? Overboard it? What would you do?
Just overboard it.
Overboard it. Yeah. Fuck. Don't touch the asbestos.
It's not level because you can see it dips in that corner.
Yeah.
The ceiling. So you're probably going to have to prop it up and check why it's come loose.
Thing is, if you mess about with it, it's worse, isn't it? Sometimes.
If you're overboarding it, obviously there's going to be ceiling joists, so you just catch the ceiling joists. But it's just about finding out why it's dipped in that corner in particular.
I can probably tell you why. It's because this is what you like.
What? Oh, the attic.
My DIY loft conversion that doesn't meet any legal regs.
Get a room up there. No?
Get a rope.
Well, that's the thing about, excuse me, but there was never stairs. So we put a basin to put stairs in, but he never put them in.
It's going to be a bit steep, that, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'd have to probably cut into that.
But I've done that in Manchester, and I've got a room upstairs. Not in Salford. He's like, which house? Cut that. But no.
It depends what you're using it for. You could even probably get away with a spiral staircase.
Or
because if it's a residential house, or steal space from this room.
Steal space from this room.
If you want to do it as an HMO later, then yeah, 100% steal space from this room and go upstairs.
Yeah, I partition this off. Door here, stairs up here, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what I'd do. I wouldn't mess about with steel staircase because you're going to spend twice.
Yeah.
And then also if you sell it or whatever, remortgage it, it's not going to be classed as a bedroom anyway. How would you run the job?
Plan it first.
Yeah.
You need to find out exactly what you want to do. You don't want to
End goal in mind.
Like, oh, you know what? Actually, I want to do. You skim the walls, and actually, I want to do new ceiling as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been getting I'm still at the stage of obviously taking the wallpaper off and that, and I'm getting quotes in.
Yeah.
So I just had that plastering before he's got.
Yeah.
I've had a plumber in. So yeah, it's just trying to play with budget and that.
So what are you doing? The best way to do is probably do the individual trades
Yeah.
on this one, just because Yeah.
If you're doing it by yourself, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
You've got the time to do it as well.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
time and stuff. So.
And patience.
Well, I'm running out of patience now.
Yeah, because obviously depends. Well, with some of our clients, they won't have the time. They want it rented out straight away. They want a full HMO conversion, and then sometimes we don't have time to do that.
Yeah.
So I'll give it to UBI, and they'll project manage, get it all done, get it rented and managed, and it's easier for me, easier for the clients.
Yeah.
Just depends. Got some clients who try and do it themselves and then ended up just giving it over anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, top tips on keeping refurb costs down. Give us your top tips for HMO specifically, because that's what you do with it.
Get the right builders in
First time, big one.
What a lot of people sometimes do is they get a cheap builder in and it takes a long time for them to do the refurb. And then obviously you're missing out on the rent over that time.
So it's
if, you get
costing.
if you get the right person in, not only will they do it faster, even if you don't actually make extra money over like a 6 month to 12 month period, but just because they've done it properly and quickly rather than shit and slow,
Yeah.
you're getting higher. You might actually be paying the same price for the shit quality one, which is taking a long time. So
Good.
get the right builder.
What else? Apart from getting the right builder, what else? How do you manage the builders, or what's the top tips for kind of getting the best out of a HMO project like this, would you say, in your experience?
Fire safety. Don't cheap out on fire safety. So, for example, with the fire doors, we don't use the cheap £25 fire door closers. We pay £60, £70 for the door closers. Obviously not the most expensive ones. You get electrical ones for like 250, 300 quid, right? But yeah, don't cheap out on the joiner, don't cheap out on the materials for the fire doors. Because last thing you want to do is to come in a house 6 months later and be rejigging the doors and fucking around with the doors.
Yeah.
So
Is that why you said change the frames as well?
yeah, it's just easy when you change your frames. You're looking at minimum maintenance. And obviously new frames look better, new architraves look nicer. Just increases longevity of the property as well.
Nice. Yeah, because of high usage, the doors would be in and out of the house all the time. Because they use it as it's basically a hotel room, isn't it? HMO, glorified hotel room.
Plus it's because like when you're living by yourself, you don't have door closers, so you'll open the door to the bedroom and just leave it open. Whereas in HMOs, it's kind of classed as high traffic because you're going to be closing the door all the time. And then, for example, you've got 3, 4 people, 5 people, you've got 5 separate people opening and closing the door, coming in at different times. You know, it's just getting ragged about.
So you'd say get it right in the first, and then you minimise maintenance.
100%. Even like stuff like the ironmongery. So if you want to go bougie and get like black ironmongery or gold ironmongery, get the more expensive one straight away. Because there's other things that you can value engineer, which basically means save money. But on stuff like the ironmongery, especially stuff that's getting touched a lot of the time.
Door handles and stuff.
Door handles. If you get cheap ones for £25, £20, £18, what will happen is over 12 months, 6 months, they'll just rub off the colour. If you get more expensive ones, I don't mean like £100 door handles, but like
mid-range,
£40, £35,
yeah.
£50 door handles, they'll just last years.
Okay.
So, that's pretty good.
What about top tips in getting the best finish with the least amount of spend, kind of, to make it look bougie but not spend bougie money, kind of thing?
There's a lot of different stuff out there. You can get a lot of textured wallpaper, which will look nice. But the best finish is probably the classical finish, plastered, painted finish.
What about
skim the walls, paint them. That's your best bet. Wood is coming back into fashion now as well. So I've even got wooden slats in my house as well.
yeah.
So you can either get them pre-built from B&Q like £90 for 60 centimetres, 2.4 metres length. Or you can do them yourself. But then obviously it'll be a little bit cheaper, but then obviously you have to factor in the labour cost of varnishing them, sticking them on and everything.
So would you do that then to get more money a room? Would you do little decorative things like the little?
Yeah.
You're good at that anyway, though.
Yeah, I'll try because I've seen like so looking at figures and stuff, social housing like kind of HMO here. I think it's something really low, like 85.
And you want a premium, you want more. Yeah.
And there's some nice ones like 138, 150, but obviously they're like nicer.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that.
Stuff like that probably.
That's a really good point you made about social housing in these kind of areas, or even in Manchester. You get if you can get a premium by doing a bit of design, like you said, you can get 110, 120 a room. Why would you get £85 a room from social housing unless you really don't want to sweat the asset and you kind of like want to sit back? But then what I'd say to that is, why not give it to an agency? Like all my houses in Salford, you manage them, where you get top money per room. Why would I go, no, I don't want any headache, I'll give it to social housing for 85?
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's still worth paying your 10% or 15% and getting £120 a room.
Yeah.
But loads of landlords are really tight. They're like, I want to manage it myself, and they don't want to pay 10%, and then they give it to social housing for 80 quid.
No,
It's like nonsensical.
I've seen like your stuff that you've had to deal with, like the onion situation.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that, I can be bothered. I don't know how you can be bothered with that.
No, I know. Oh, you know, the Russia ones, the Manchester ones I manage myself. It's just the group chats are crazy. But I'll give it over to management and yeah.
Someone else's onion basically and send him a picture.
Oh, I've got a story about that. Someone, this is one of our nicer HMOs actually. It's really weird. We had a group chat for a short period and we got a message from a tenant saying someone stole my fish. I kid you not. Like 15 pictures. Picture of the empty oven, picture of a baking tray with half a fish, picture of the Tesco packaging from the fish, and then a picture of the kitchen. It's like, who stole my fish? And then the rest of the tenants saying, I make enough money to buy my own fish. Please, can you confirm I didn't steal your fish? Oh, it was hilarious.
Stuff like that, yeah.
That's why I don't want that. Sitting on the beach, like one of those group chat messages, give it to your guys. Yeah. But I'm also in their group chats. That's the funny thing, because I like to know what's going on. I can't let go sometimes. So I do actually like to know what's going on. It's just because I've done it for so long. But I think someone like you who wants to kind of like scale up really fast, don't get involved with tenants, give it over straight to management. Doesn't mean you have to do social housing. No. Still get the best rents, give 10% or 15%, and then just get on to the next one. Leave the headaches to the specialists who do property management. Then they also do the health and safety as well, compliance checks. I think it's a pretty good deal, to be fair.
Safety is probably the most important thing. Stop you getting a fine from council.
Exactly. Yeah. I can't believe landlords want to do it themselves this day and age, but especially got like clients who live down south want to do it themselves. Like, it's going to cost you more to drive up once a month.
Exactly.
And how often do you do checks? Like once a month. So you're getting the management for free at that point if you're spending on 80 quid on petrol. But yeah, it's mentality. You need the right mindset in property.
Petrol, whatever your hourly rate is to drive up, so 3 hours driving on, 3 hours driving down. The people that have those properties, they're not on minimum wage, are they? They're on better wages. So then factor that in, and then factor in the time that you're there. So you've lost a full day's work, and your time going up, and you've put miles on your car for what?
But the thing is, as well, really importantly, the liability is still on them. Whereas if it's property management, these guys are really the experts on it. They take the liability, or will take the liability. So why would you take that risk and cost it yourself more? And then we get better rates for rental anyway than you'd get. Like agents get better rates anyway.
Plus, some landlords don't actually understand the regs properly.
No.
That's the main thing.
Understand the fire doors properly. They're like, well, it closes.
Or you come in on an evening,
Slamming.
You've got Or you've got 5 properties to check. You've got an hour to get home to wife and kids. And you're like, fucking, that looks all right. Yeah. Next week, get an inspection, 30 grand fine. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's happened. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Make sure you get the assets, but also manage the assets properly. And we basically work from every stage: sourcing, refurb, managing. We outsource for different partners like UBI, and it's all in-house. We have the best expertise, so we can guarantee a smooth transition. Even yourself, like how many properties you source for clients and you source your own, so it's just proof that it can be done. There are deals out there. What's the timescales, do you reckon?
I don't know, you're going to say something for like 2 weeks. You could get it in 2 weeks.
Half a day, put your overalls on.
2 weeks is 2 weeks as if I'm on holiday for a week. Get it done. I don't see it. If you need any help, I've got his number.
I knew you were going to say if you need any help, not me.
Need any help? I will give you his number.
I'll give you his number. I'll source your next one. I'll get it for the same price because you got a really good price. I'll source your next one. But yeah, I think it's a really good buy actually, to be fair. And I really like the fact there's HMOs here because that's a key thing to make sure you get right. The neighbours and stuff. Yeah, anyone can get a cheap house. Next door's like boarded up. Yeah. No one lives on the road, so Or there's opposite in Salford or Swinton where it's like let, and then you can't even buy there. So yeah, you've done really well. Any of your tips for people who are in your position at your age? How old are you now? 27, first investment.
Yeah.
Any kind of tips? Allows top tips.
Oh my god,
5
tips. Put me on the spot. I don't know. I'm quite old, I thought, to be getting my first one, but
No, the average age for first time buyer is 37.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
Quite young.
37, so yeah, especially for an investment.
I don't know. Just saving money.
Save your money.
And just research everything. I've been trying to like go off the thing of like quotes and stuff as well, like trying to get 3 quotes for everything, even though it's like a nightmare and takes time. Like 2 like big companies have come for kitchens, but like there's like over £1,000 difference and stuff. So if I would have just gone for like the market lead or whatever, I'd be paying more. So yeah, it's just putting the time.
Well, you need to be careful as well. You need to check that it's basically the quotes that you're getting. You need to check line for line what each company's providing, because one might be £1,000 extra, but they might be providing less, or actually a lot more than what the initial company's providing. Because each person can come out and have a different understanding of what you're asking them to do, right? So for example, a painter might come out and say, okay, it'll be £3,000 to paint this house. Another guy will come out £5,000, but then he's saying every different wall's a feature wall, and everything's triple coated or whatever. So it's just line by line understanding. Right, okay, there's a difference in this quote. Why is there a difference? What have you factored in for? And what have you maybe not factored in for? So that's.
And I think maybe as well use trade accounts, open trade accounts. We've got trade accounts everywhere, but because you're going to get another property, literally start now building your property business, open all your trade accounts, go to Howdens, you'll see the difference from B&Q, go to like Selco for the kitchens, speak to the manager. You might get it cheaper, we do, so that's a pretty good tip. But what's your tip on saving money to actually buy a house like this? So you heard it here, guys. Subscribe to your channel.
Subscribe. No, I don't know. I think I had Help to Buy, which added like £3,000 into my deposit, so that helped.
And maybe how many jobs you got?
Not 20 million. No, I've got a lot of jobs, but it's like worth it. So all I'm thinking is I can afford to live off one wage, but invest, like save the other.
Yeah. So I think work hard, save money. You did save for this, obviously. It just wasn't handed to you on a plate. Did save, I don't know, maybe a year, 2 years, don't know, but it's consistent saving. Plus, you still go on holidays and stuff. It's not like you've sat in a corner like saving money. Work hard,
Save money and went on holiday.
And a new car. But that's just multiple sources of income. You haven't got one person that you rely on. You've got multiple sources of income, your own side hustles, and then this is going to add to that. And then the next one's going to come a lot faster. You'll literally come faster. Yeah. So guys, you've been in Wrexham, home of... Actually, what we're talking about the football club. So you're saying that you're going to get visitors here. I forgot about that.
From America. So there's obviously Welcome to Wrexham and all that is massive. So that could be a potential opportunity as well, like maybe Airbnb. I don't know. Maybe so,
You are a mascot. Are you a mascot or a cheerleader?
No, I wish I was. No, I am a Wrexham fan.
A Wrexham fan. So put some Wrexham pictures up, get the Airbnb crowd.
You're a Ryan Reynolds
fan. So guys, we'll end here. Really, really proud of you. Amazing purchase. Obviously, it's your first one. We'll be back to the second one and third one. You've been in Wrexham. You've been with Alao in her first buy-to-let HMO Airbnb investment. It is possible. Sourced, funded, about to be refurbed. You're sourcing properties for clients all the time. I am. We're passing on the refurbs to you. It's a really good working relationship. We've got other tradespeople, other professionals we deal with, but it's all coming together. So stay tuned, follow your journey. We'll come back, update people, and let's get it.